Hello and welcome, beauties. I hope that you're all doing amazing right now and that you're ready for a new pick a card tarot reading. Today's reading is all about what is changing for you right now. So we've got three piles to choose from: pile one, pile two, and pile three. So just take a moment to think about the question, just think about what is changing in your life right now. Take a deep breath. And just go for the one that you are immediately drawn towards. So don't overthink it. The one that your instinct draws you to, that's the one that you need to hear the message for. If you want to choose by looking at the stones, then you can do. Here's the crystals now up close. This is pile one. Pile two. And pile three. Okay. So just take a moment, pause the video if you need to, and the timestamps will be linked below, so you can just go click on those and it'll take you directly to your reading. So I will see you there. Hi, pile one. If you chose this stone, then this is going to be your reading all about what is changing in your life right now. So I've drawn you some tarot cards. You've got quite a few. So we're just going to read them all, see what they say. Got Knight of Wands. So something is moving forward, something perhaps that you're really passionate about, you're diving into. Maybe you've got the courage to move into it now. So there's an energy of moving forward and in something that you are passionate about. Maybe it's a project you've been working on for a while. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, okay. But it's something new. So that's what you've been working on for a while. It's something new. So if you've got a passion project you've been working on, if you've got something that's new in your mind that's just come to you, you're going to find that you've got a lot of energy to put towards that. Over the next month or so. I don't really want to give a specific timeline, but this is coming up soon for you now. There's a new project. You've had a new idea come through, new passion that you've got this burning desire to work on. It's so interesting. You've got the two wand energies here. It's definitely very strong, courageous, passionate energy, something you would absolutely driven towards, you really want to explore and do well with. And then we have, okay, walking away from something. That's interesting. So perhaps you are walking away from something and walking towards something new. Like you've realized that you are no longer happy in the situation you're in because you've now got this new passion, this new interest, and so you're walking away to head towards that. And this could be a number of situations. This could be a relationship, or it could be a work where you're leaving your current workplace and you're handing in your notice and you're deciding actually there's something else that you'd rather do. You're more motivated by maybe creative things. It could be things that are creative. Certainly the ones have that kind of creative energy. And so you're going towards a more creative energy, something that basically just kind of sets your soul alight, something that just brings you a bit more joy, and you're going towards that. So you're leaving something behind, and it seems to be through choice. You're leaving something behind. You've just finally got this idea that this is what you want to pursue, whatever this Ace of Wands represents for you, something new, creative, and something you're passionate and ambitious about. Whatever that is, you're leaving something behind in order to go towards this new thing. And then we have the Empress. So with the Empress, yeah, it's nurturing something new. You've decided to work on, there's whatever this is, you're really, really passionate about it. I mean, for some of you, this change literally could be, shouldn't say, but potentially we've got the Empress, she is pregnant. It could be that for some people. I don't want to, get anyone's hopes up, but potentially it could be that for you. But generally, it seems to be this birth of a new idea, this new plan that's coming to mind that you want to execute upon, and you want to achieve something. And so, yeah, you're going in a whole new direction. Whatever you've been doing, and clearly you've been bored and you don't want to, you've been bored, you've been underwhelmed, you've just been thinking this is not really what I want to do. And so, you've got this new passion project and you're working towards this and really putting the time and effort and energy into this to support this and help it to grow. You're prepared to go through the long haul. The Empress, she's shown as being pregnant, and we know that that's a good 9 months of growing a baby. So this is you being you're moving on to something new that you know that you're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into, and because you know that you are passionate about it, you're going to be able to go through this for the long haul. This is something that is it's a more permanent change is what I'm getting from this. This is something that is quite a big change for you. Maybe you never had the kind of courage to do it before, to make that change. I say it could be a relationship, it could be career, but whichever one it is, you finally are ready. You're finally ready, and you care about you now. You are protecting yourself in your own energy. You're looking after yourself because if we've got the pregnant empress. If you're pregnant, you've got to look after yourself. The baby gets cared for by you looking after yourself, and so that's the energy that's coming through here from the empress. It's like you are deciding to take care of you. You are number one now. And so you're not going to stick around and lower your standards and do this thing just because you think you're supposed to do this thing. No, you're moving on to something that actually makes you happy and brings you joy. Next, we have the hermit. So I think then you are perhaps walking away from something, but you're spending a bit more time, you're withdrawing into yourself. To me, this kind of ties in with that Empress energy in that you need to look after yourself. This is you going within and thinking about what it is that you actually need, what you actually want, figuring out the best path for you. What is best for you? How are you going to move forward? Because you've got the energy, you're ready to do it. You've never been more motivated to take this leap and to do this thing. And so that's what this hermit is. It's that time to just withdraw and really think about it. What is it you actually want? What's the path that you want to go down? And you can rest assured that this you will be guided. You will from within, you will be guided. Like the voice within is going to tell you the right direction. Listen to it, it's going to guide you, and you're going to go in a whole new direction than before. We have Ace of Pentacles. So I think there's definitely a link between whatever this new idea is and potentially money. So it's definitely giving me career. It seems to be, whatever this new thing is it has a monetary or just a material benefit to you. It has this potential. It's not saying that you're going to suddenly make money, but you've got this potential here. Maybe you've got a new business idea and you've finally just said, I'm going to leave my job so I can work on this, which is a huge risk, but that is what the Knight of Wands is all about. That absolute courageous energy to move forward and to not care too much about the consequences. You understand them, but you're ready to take them on. And so that's what I'm getting here with this Pentacles, is that you have got this great new idea and you're ready to tackle it and you're ready to see benefits from it. So you're working towards something that's going to set you up for the future. And this could be opportunities in general, work opportunities. It could be, let's say, it could be actual monetary opportunities to do with business. Again, it could be to do with a relationship. Perhaps this will work out better for you to be alone, and so that you can work on, maybe sorting out your finances if that's been an issue. Perhaps perhaps it wasn't actually serving you to be in this relationship, and maybe it was actually, your future plans weren't kind of aligned, and so it's better to move on, and so that you can actually work on your own plans separately, and you can actually go in the right direction for you. And then we have the world. We have the world. So it's completion. So this is, you've completed something, you're successful in something, you've come into the end of something. I mean, to be honest, it's given that you've kind of come to the end of this phase here. Whatever this was, it was holding you back, and you finally decided, I don't need to do this anymore. I can do what I want to do that's going to benefit me going forward, and I'm going to enjoy it. And so this world energy is you come to the end of this phase and starting a whole new one. You are feeling very happy in this time. This is a happy ending. This is you deciding that you don't have to do this anymore and you're glad to walk away from this thing so that you can work on everything for you and support you and work on the things that you are passionate about. So you get some more cards. So it's changing for group one. You know what? Oh, okay. We've got a few. Okay, there's actually too many there, so I'm going to just do another little shuffle. There we go. Okay, so we have revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world, which kind of gives me the energy here of these wands. They're certainly got like light that's illuminating. And also, you've got the world card, and so yeah, I do think this is very much linked. It's about you finding the thing that lights you up, as I say, that lights up your soul, that brings you that joy, and that you can feel motivated towards. Regularly. You're not bored by it. You're always, even when you're struggling, you're still enjoying whatever that thing is. If we're talking about a career, then perhaps, say you're a writer and you decide, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work on this book that I've been thinking about for a while. I'm going to finally work on it. This is, you found the thing that brings you so much joy that even when you've got a bit of writer's block, you're like, it's fine. I'm going to come back and do this. It's something that you're happy to do every day because it brings you that much joy. So whatever this is, I say there's creative things. There's definitely a lot of creative energy here that will lead to something great for you. That will lead to something more material and grounded for you. But right now, it's focused on that creative energy, and that's what's changing. So it's that. We have breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. Again, yeah, it's you are leaving something behind because you've decided actually this is what will bring you the most joy. And so you're leaving something behind in order to expand on what it is that you truly want to do. It's beyond limitations into joy and freedom. 100%. That's what this whole message has been, is you are leaving something that was not serving you in order to move on to something that's bringing you the most joy and you are motivated towards. And then listening with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So yeah, this is about me, what I said earlier about the hermit and how you have to listen to that inner voice. The hermit's all about that inner voice, and so you need to listen to that. It ties so directly into the Ace of Wands with that passion. Listen to your heart. What is it that you have been wanting to do, whether it's something you want to do for a while, or if this new idea that comes up, soon, after this idea comes up, or you've just had it recently and you think, oh, well, maybe I could do something like this. Absolutely listen to that little voice that's telling you that you could do this, because you absolutely can. If you are feeling stuck right now, that is going to change. Things are going to absolutely move forward for you. Follow the thing that's changing is, I mean, your whole life is changing by the looks of things, but yeah, because you are moving beyond something now. You're moving past something that you felt stuck in maybe before, and you're moving on to something new. As I say, this could be a relationship, could be career, but whatever the case, you're going to be much happier in this situation because you're following your heart. I might just get just one more card, I think. Oh, okay, we'll do these ones. It's changing for one. There we go. Ooh, sorry, this hit the floor. So many of these cards end up hitting the floor. Okay, we have Tiger, divine timing, good things come to those who wait. So perhaps you've been waiting for a while. I think you've been waiting for a while, definitely. And you've been thinking on this for some time. Not necessarily on the new idea, but you've definitely thinking that you wanted to leave something behind. And now you're coming into the right time for this to change, for things to change for you. This is now the right time, which is brilliant. It's good energy. And then we have Golden Unicorn Ascension, awaken to your soul's potential. So again, it's reiterating the message here that you have this potential, you have this creative energy that you need to let out, that you need to let free. And when you allow that energy to guide you, when you allow your creativity to move you forward, things are going to change dramatically for you, and you're going to find, you're going to find that things work out very well for you, that you find success in this area, whatever this is, you will find success there, and this is the beginning of something that's going to be amazing for you, basically, that's going to change your life and how you've always kind of lived. You've always been, maybe you've been very conventional in how you do things. That's changing. That's completely changing. You're listening to what you want to do, that voice inside, and you're moving forward into something so much better. So that is your reading, pile one. If you enjoyed that, please do give the video a thumbs up. And if it resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Please do comment down below. And if you want to see more, then please do subscribe. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye for now. Hi, group 2. If this is the crystal that you chose, then this is your reading all about what is about to change for you. I pulled you some tarot cards. Pile 1 got quite a few, so I decided to just continue to do the same thing. So we're going to go through those. So we have, to begin with, the Star. So maybe it's something you've been thinking about, that you've been wanting for a while. Maybe you've been struggling, you've been keeping the faith that things are going to change and move forward in the right direction for you. And it seems like maybe things are finally going to start going your way. If you've been struggling a little bit, it seems that this is telling you need to keep the faith, because absolutely it's going to work out just as you need it to. Sometimes things can seem like they're going wrong, but actually when things come to an end, you see that everything falls into place quite nicely and actually works out just as you need it to. So it's that one. Yeah, okay. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here. So you've been working hard. And maybe you've been keeping the faith that things are going to eventually work out for you. You're very hopeful. You know that if you keep putting in the work and you keep improving on your skills, eventually you're going to get what you need. And so you've been very hopeful, and you've been putting in this work in order to get somewhere. And yeah, here we go. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting the energy that this is going to pay off. The work that you have been putting in is about to pay off for you. And so, especially with the Queen of Pentacles, she's got this kind of energy of, she's very good at both being being a domestic goddess, basically, and also being a fantastic entrepreneur, a leader, a businesswoman. She is in charge of her. She knows what she needs to do. She has the knowledge, and she knows what she needs to do in order to move forward, in order to achieve what she needs to do. She knows how to lead others as well in order to achieve those things. She knows how to balance things out. And so you, in your hard work and your perseverance, you've been building up to something, and you're eventually going to start to see the rewards of this, because you're becoming a leader yourself. And so you're working towards this, and you're going to start seeing results. And next up, we have another queen. We have the Queen of Swords. So it's definitely some sort of leadership kind of energy. This kind of, bear with me 1 second. So it's definitely this kind of leadership energy where you are now taking charge. I feel like whatever is changing, you are taking charge of your life. Maybe you are, if it's like a kind of promotion, then you are becoming an actual leader at work, maybe becoming a manager. And so, yeah, this is you taking charge, and there's definitely some sort of honest communication going on. Definitely, one second. Some honest, sorry, there's a lot of noises in the background, so I'm having to pause to not get all those in. So it seems like you are stepping into this leadership energy. You are becoming confident in the way that you speak and communicate with people. You know, you're able to discern the truth and see through the BS in people, and you're able to progress forward. You can get the best out of people. This hard work you've been putting in, you are becoming a leader that knows how to get the best out of people, that knows how to communicate well, and to get people to on side to do a good job. And so this is definitely giving me some sort of promotion energy or new job energy, or just generally like stepping up. Maybe it's a business that you're stepping up into this energy, and you really start taking the reins now, and people are looking up to you and respecting you. And whether there is an actual physical change within your role, people are respecting you because they've seen you put in this hard work, and they respect that, and they can see how well you communicate, and they're like, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. I trust this person. I respect this person. Okay, we've got the Eight of Wands. Whatever this change is, it's happening quick. This could, you've been putting this work in, and maybe it seems like, okay, I want to get the results soon, but you don't have to wait much longer. This is happening pretty quick. And also with the Queen of Pentacles, changes tend to come about pretty quickly with the Queen of Pentacles. What we she can mean that you get results quicker than you expected. And then combined with the Eight of Wands, it certainly seems that that's going to be what's happening for you. Things are moving along quickly for you. So if you've been stuck in this time where you've been working hard, you want to, this thing that you've been working on is going to see results, but it's not been happening so far, that's going to change soon, and things are going to progress pretty quickly for you. Okay, and we've got the Ace of Swords with new ideas. Perhaps a new idea is going to come to you, or maybe, and this new idea is going to help progress you forward. So you've been working very hard, and it's going in the right direction, but perhaps a new idea is going to come to you that will allow you to finally take that next step, to finally move forward and make that progress that you have been seeking. Because you've been working a long time, as I say, and you've been keeping the hope, you've been keeping the faith. You know that this has great potential, but it's just been taking a while. But that's all going to change, and you're going to find, if there was something that was just kind of blocking you, just one little thing that was blocking you from moving forward, you're going to get the idea and the vision that you need to move forward. It could be coming from you, it could be somebody else making a suggestion for you, and that suddenly just sparks this new path for you, and you think, okay, well, that's a great idea. I can actually, if I do this, absolutely, I can move forward in this way. And potentially that idea could be coming from somebody who represents the Queen of Swords, and that she's a great communicator, and she's very smart and very wise, and so she can guide you in the right direction. And so say this could be representative of you, or it could be representative of somebody else. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but it's someone that's harnessing that like wise energy and that great communication. Then next we have temperance, with moderation and finding purpose. So this, to me, it says, for me, this is about patience. So you have been very patient, and now things are finally going to start working out for you. This is something I say, you've been planning and working on this. You know that this has potential. You've been working on it. You've got your plans, and you know that if you stick to them, things are going to work out. But finally, things will finally work out if you pay attention to the details. I do like to think of the Temperance card as being, not just patience, but it's also that kind of, when you really pay attention to the details and focus and give it all the effort and all the attention, things will start to progress correctly for you, because there's no point in rushing things and it not being, you not having the correct foundation laid. So this is all about you've laid the correct foundation, and now you're going to find that things are starting to come together, and you're finding that kind of balance of what you want, that balance of domestic and business. You're getting that balance that's coming through now. And let's say this is all happening quite quickly. So there's this huge change. You've been working very hard, Group T, and you're finally going to see some results from this. I'm going to pull some more cards. So let's change routine. Right. Okay. Should I get one more? Okay, so there's actually two more here, so that's fine. Let's read all of these. So we have hearing messages from spirit. I'm a clear channel for messages from spirit. So perhaps these idea that's coming to you, this thing that's going to change everything, this new idea, this sudden realization of what you should be doing and what thing that you just need to do that clicks into place. This could be very much coming directly from you. It's a message from spirit that's coming to you. You suddenly, in a moment of peace, this suddenly comes to you, and then that's allowing you to move forward. And we have listening with your heart. This came up for Power One as well, that this is, I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So this is, again, it links with that. This is you hearing this message. You are getting the breakthrough. So this to me is saying this is you. This is not from someone else. This is from you. You're going to get the download, the sudden thing that's going to help you move forward, that idea that's going to make everything click into place and just take things to the next level. That's what's coming up for you now. If you just take the time just to meditate on it maybe and just really think about this, you're going to get the message that you need in order to move forwards. Then we have stepping into stillness. Okay, yes, stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. 100%. You need to find some peaceful moments in order to kind of think about this and to you've been putting a lot of work in, but now maybe you need to take some time just to kind of step back a little bit, not for long, just take a little step back, have a breather and think, okay, how can I move forward with this? Especially if you're thinking about maybe, think about it from a point of view of a business. They say that, you need to be working on your business, not in your business. Because when you're in there doing all the work yourself, you're not able to make the changes and put, move things forward in the way that you need to in order to make that business grow. And so this, whether it's for business, career, or any other part of your life, this is saying to step back in order to actually see and to focus and to realize what direction you're going in and that little change that you need to make in order to move things forward. Giving birth, I'm bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. So it's something new. I mean, as we know, this is all about change, and there's something new that you are working towards. I think it's something that you have already been kind of nurturing. You've already been trying to make happen, maybe for a while. A little project that you've been working on, little project or a big project, something you've been working on, you've been passionate about for a while. It's fine. I mean, if for some of you, if this is like you're creative people, perhaps you're trying to be a star. Perhaps you've created some music, or you've been doing writing, and now you're waiting for that moment to shine, and things you're finally going to get that idea that's going to change things, or something you're going to get this understanding of how the process works that will help you move forward. And so this is you finally, I think, showing this to the world. Like giving birth is you showing this thing to the world. You've already been working on it. This is not an overnight thing, but you're going to finally be ready to show this thing to the world, and people are going to love it. Basically, I'm just going to draw a couple more cards, one or two more cards, depending on what falls out. Okay, so let's change into a group too. Oh, okay. I'm not going to take them all, but I'll take the ones that landed face up. Okay, so we've got honeybee, divine feminine, you're being called on to rise. So yeah, we've got divine feminine is kind of all throughout this. As I say, you've got two queens there. 100% you're tapping into that kind of softer energy. I think you've definitely been working hard, but now is the time to kind of like just step back a little bit. And this is not necessarily, they're not exactly in their most soft energy, especially the Queen of Swords. These are women that know what they're doing and know how to, know what they want to achieve, and they're going to achieve them. But this is about you still calling on that feminine energy to move forward. And so that's you stepping into that energy in order to achieve greater things now. Detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control. Okay, so a little message to say that if you are putting too much attention onto something that you're thinking, oh, okay, let's say like maybe you've been a little bit concerned that things aren't going to move forward, you're going to find that your attention is going to move from that. You're going to, as I say, you're going to be getting new ideas or this clarity on this situation that you've been needing, because you're going to remove the emotions that you've had attached to this, because you're going to step back a little bit, step back into stillness, and you're going to embrace this new clarity in order to move forward. Wise woman, and change is coming. A wise woman, we've already mentioned the queen of swords, and also a change is coming. I mean, it's to me, this is very much linked to, this is you figuring your stuff, you figuring your ish out in order to move forward. And you are stepping into this confident and communicative energy, moving forward and becoming this kind of leader and respected person that people look up to. Panther, protection, considering who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away to freely. So that just seems to be a little message in there, just about, if you have been, as I say, if you have been kind of putting your energy into the wrong places, then this is saying, you're going to find that you can step back from that now, and not worry about that so much, because this is about keeping the hype, keeping the faith. You don't have to worry about those things anymore. Ignore that. It's irrelevant to your life. Things are going to change. You're going to get an idea. You're going to get this knowledge, and this wisdom is going to come through to you very quickly, and things are going to change from there, because you know now what path you need to head down and how to get there, and you have all the knowledge and the skills and ability to do so. So, pile 2, that is your reading, all about what a change you can expect. If you enjoyed this, please do give the video a thumbs up, and if it resonated with you, please leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more like this. Bye for now. Hi, pile 3, if you chose this crystal, then this is your reading, all about what changes are about to happen for you. Okay, so first up we have, Ten of Pentacles. We have, something great's coming. It seems that there's going to be some sort of stability coming. Maybe if things have been a struggle recently, they're not going to be a struggle anymore. There definitely seems to be a happier time coming for you, where things are just going very well, very smoothly, and you have an abundance of something. These tend to be material things. So, maybe it's an abundance of money, or abundance of opportunities, abundance of great moments with friends. There definitely seems to be something great coming for you. And Two of Cups. Perhaps there's a bit of romance coming for you. Definitely seems to be a lot of joy, a lot of romance here, or just generally, like, maybe you could be getting a business partner. There's just this kind of perfect pairing going on. I mean, to be honest, it could literally be a best friend, but there's some sort of great energy where you're feeling very content because your life is filled with this great energy. And with the Two of Cups, as I say, this could really be a love thing, and this could be a love that a relationship that you're already in, and things are just starting to feel amazing. You're going out and experiencing more things together. Maybe there's been an increase in income, so you can actually go out and enjoy things a lot more. Certainly, there's this a lot more kind of romantic and stable energy going on here. Interesting. We have the Eight of Cups. So perhaps in order to move forward into this energy, you're having to leave something behind. But it's something, you decided it doesn't serve you anymore. It's giving me similar energies, pile 1. Something doesn't serve you anymore. And in order to move forward, you need to let that go. In order to allow this energy in, you need to let that go. And this could be, an issue that you were clinging on to. And in clinging on to it, you've prevented your own happiness. And so you need to let that go in order to move forward and enjoy life, and realize just how much you have, realizing that you are richer, and monetarily, or just just generally in life, you're richer than you think. And sometimes it is good to practice a bit of gratitude to understand how much you actually have. And so you need to walk away from that energy where you think that you don't have enough, because you actually have so much more than you think. And so something's happening that's allowing you to move forward, And interestingly, okay, I'm really getting 100%. This feels like relationship energy. Very much could be in line with a career as well, because it could be you leaving a certain career behind with the, maybe a business partner or someone or a colleague. I mean, it could be a colleague that's maybe leaving, or you're leaving your colleagues behind, but you're leaving something and perhaps it feels a little bit difficult. Maybe you weren't quite mentally prepared for it. You weren't really ready to leave this thing behind, and it's quite sad for you. And it's going to be difficult a little at first. But what you don't realize at this point in time when this is happening is that it's going to lead to much better things. So you have to go through this energy in order to reach this. And that's the huge change that's coming for you. Is this, maybe there's going to be a difficult period of time where it's going to be quite emotional for you. You feel like you've lost something, but actually you've not lost anything. You are moving on to much better things. And as I say, this could very much be a relationship, and maybe you're leaving an old relationship behind. You were scared to leave this behind, you didn't want to, but in doing so, you're actually finding a much better relationship out there. And I say this very much feels like pile one energy as well. Okay, yeah, ace. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of ace of cup. Sorry, eight of the cups energy. So this is a hugely emotional change for you. Whatever is coming is, it's emotional. There seems to be some sort of material abundance here, but I think it's more about you recognizing that abundance that you have, because you're going through a difficult time. And this could be something that's already started for you or is about to happen, but there definitely seems to be a case of you leaving something behind and you hate leaving it behind. You are so sad about leaving this thing behind, but it is the right thing to do. In order to move forward and find true happiness and true fulfillment, you need to move forward. And that's what this Ace of Cups is telling you. It's about that you need to seek something better. You need to be really think about what actually serves you. If you're in, as I say, if this is, it's given me relationship vibes, but you can absolutely relate this to another situation if you feel it's still, this message still resonates with you. But in this case, whatever it is, you need to be thinking about, if this doesn't serve you, if in this relationship things aren't quite working out and you're just kind of compromising a little bit too much. Compromise is necessary, but if you feel like you are literally compromising all of your standards, it's not worth it. It's not worth staying. And maybe you feel like you're going to hurt somebody else in when you leave this situation, and you're worried about hurting someone else, but this is not about them. You have to think about yourself first, because you're not helping someone, you're not doing the right thing by someone if you're sticking around unhappy. And this can go as, again, for a job. For moving away from a relationship, this can go for a job. You're not serving anyone if you're unhappy. If you're in a job that you don't enjoy, you're not going to do as good a job as someone that actually enjoys the job. So, you need to move on. As difficult as it might be, maybe you've got a load of people that you absolutely love spending time with. As much as that might seem like something you should stay with, you shouldn't. You need to be moving towards something that's more fulfilling for you, that's going to bring you a lot more joy going forward. And so you can be feeling a lot more happy and abundant in your everyday life. You're missing out on that abundance and that fun, that joy, because you're staying in a situation you don't need to be staying in. Seven of Wands, self sabotage. This gives me self sabotage. You are sabotaging yourself. You need to get out. This is a change. The change that is coming is that you are finally going to move on from whatever this situation is, and it's going to feel difficult. You're going to feel like you may be not doing the right thing for yourself at first, because you're so used to doing things a certain way and think like this is what you have to do. And maybe it's been kind of comfortable. I say this a lot, but maybe you got comfortable with your discomfort, and so you feel like maybe this isn't the right, moving on is not the right thing. And it's kind of difficult. What I'm also getting though is, in terms of relationship, there could very well be, there maybe there's been a betrayal, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that someone's gone and cheated, but maybe you feel like you can't actually trust someone as much as you thought. And if that's the case, it's not worth staying. If you're in a partnership with someone who you cannot trust, there's no point. You cannot build from that. And as much as you love this person, you need to decide what is best for you and to move on. Knight of Swords. And that is exactly what's going to happen. Knight of Swords, you are leaping into this new thing as much as you don't want to, and this is going to be difficult for you. You understand, you will come to understand that in pursuing the thing that will make you the happiest, you are going to, you're going to leave all this behind and finally realize that you never needed it and that it wasn't what you wanted, and actually you're going to be way more satisfied and realize just how lucky and rich you are in life because there's so much more out there. Maybe you're a little bit worried that there's nothing else out there and that you'll never be able to get another relationship like this one. No, you're going to get better. You're going to get better. You're going to get something that's emotionally fulfilling, and maybe there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of joy, there's a lot of stability in this relationship. But it only happens when you make that leap and you move forward and you take that action. This Knight of Swords is kind of act now, think later. And that's the energy you need to embody. And that's the change that's coming because when you think on this too hard, you don't want to make the change. It's too difficult for you. And so you just need to rip that band aid, rip that plaster off, and move forward. And that's the change that's coming for you is things, you are moving on from this energy where you're unhappy and you're not quite satisfied and it's going to be difficult, but you're going to move forward and find that things are going to change for you, and in a very positive way because you're going to be going towards something that you actually find emotionally fulfilling. And as I say, there is a lot of kind of this is definitely giving me a lot of relationship energy, but you can definitely associate this with work and career as well. I'm just going to pull some more cards from here. So, what is changing for group 3? One. Okay, so we have cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Abundance. You're getting abundance 100%. Something great is coming for you once you leave something behind, once you come out of this energy of grief and sadness at leaving something behind. You're going to suddenly find that actually there's so much greater out there available for you, and that's quite exciting to know that you have so much more waiting for you outside of whatever it is that you've kind of tied yourself to up to this point. Dwelling in truth, I stand in the light of truth. You need to realize what the right thing to do is for you. And the truth of the matter is that you have to move on. And so this is you finally going, okay, this is the right thing for me. This is my truth. This is not serving me. I need to move forward. Communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. So okay, so you're learning a bit more communication going forward. I mean, I think this is you understanding what you want, and so therefore you find it easier to communicate, and it seems to be communicating your emotions. And perhaps this is you, the change you're making is you finally realize what it is you want, and you're able to communicate this to your partner, and you're able to then, or your ex partner, and you're able to move forward basically. And yeah, so there's some things ending, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be the very, very end of a relationship, but it could be there's something dramatic changing in this relationship, that's for sure. And so there's again, there's more communication. Perhaps this person is going to change because you're now able to communicate. Because if you don't communicate, then people don't know. It's as simple as that. People aren't going to read your mind. It's just not going to happen. You can, be sad, but if you say, "Oh, I'm fine," what is someone supposed to gauge from that? They don't know what's bothering you, so you have to communicate this, and so you have to leave behind this, this energy before where you weren't able to communicate and you were just expecting someone to read your mind, and you have to move forward and communicate your emotions to people in order to have them understand and hopefully come to a nice new compromise and have a much more fulfilling relationship. I'm going to get some more cards. These are the last ones. So change it up into group 3. Changes coming for group 3. Oh, there goes that. Okay, so we have Pick it up. Owl, okay, the owl again. Sight, detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control. So that's you leaving behind this energy, and I do think you have a lot more control in here than you think. As I say, this is about you communicating freely, but there's a lot more control than you think. However, this is if you communicate properly, then you can move forward. But also stop getting, if you're getting upset because someone didn't read your mind, didn't realize what you were feeling, that's ridiculous. You can tell them at any point what is bothering you, and it's up to them from that point to decide where to react to that, and to make any changes if changes can be made. But there's no point in getting emotional about things that that are outside of your control. There's definitely a lot of emotions in this one. There's whatever is coming for you, group three. I'm sorry if you're going to have to go through a tough time to reach the great things. But yeah, this is, stop letting your emotions run away from you. If something ends that's like it feels like it's out of your control and you want that back, leave it alone because something better is coming for you. One, graceful transformation, soften your heart and find your flow. Yeah, so much emotion energy within this. So, emotions, this is you within your emotions are changing, and you're going through this radical kind of change where you go through this transformation where you go from being so upset about having to lose something to actually being quite happy because you finally can look towards what actually brings you the most joy going forward. And that's that you're leaping into that the moment you realize that things can be so much better. You're leaping into that, and you're deciding to embrace it. You're not thinking too hard, and then once you get through this kind of energy, yeah, great things are coming for you. And there's a huge amount of abundance, as I say, in your life. There's abundance of love, abundance of stability, of money, whichever it is. It could be all of them. That's what's coming into your life once you get through this difficult phase and you realize that you have to leave certain things behind in order to move forward and to serve yourself. So that is your reading pile three. If you enjoyed it, please do give the video a thumbs up. And if it resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments down below. And if you want to see more, then please do subscribe. And I will see you in your next reading. Bye for now.